we do have to talk about the elephant in the room of this whole thing, because I mentioned earlier in the program that Mike is still jumping for joy, and like the inner child from, first of all, how are you feeling, bro? Because you've been texting me.
Oh,
I've
man.
been texting you. I've been texting John back and forth throughout this whole series. And the second we went to Game 7, I thought of John, I thought of you, and I thought their heart rates must be through the effing roof right now. And to say that, Seattle fans would love to argue and complain and blah 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 because Clay Bennett is a what, but but the fact of the matter is that Thunder fans have stuck through this team through and through since the bad times, and even when all the BS was going with Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, like all those guys.
Kevin Durant leaving in 2016.
Chris Paul. Yeah, Kevin Durant leaving in 2016. Chris Paul, that Chris Paul year.
Yep.
Like the fan base has always been loyal. And last night, as we're recording, they have finally been rewarded. It took them a bit. It took them 7 games.
Yep.
It took them 7 games. It took them 7 games and 4 really hard fought series.
Yep.
But they finally have technically their first NBA title in franchise history. Wow. Mike, dude.
I got one question for the people out there listening. Are you ready for this, Dan? Are you ready for this?
Oh boy, where's the sound when I need it the most?
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
So yes, OKC reigns supreme. The 2025 NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm shocked you didn't go streaking last night.
Nobody wanted to see that. I can guarantee you nobody wanted to see that one. Not even nobody seen that one.
I had to. It was right there. It was right there for the taking, Mike. It was right there. Dude, how you feeling, man? How are you feeling since last night?
Well, no, before I ask my question to the country, I'm feeling great. I mean, you look at the little history lesson real quick. I mean, to the city, when you grew up here, growing up the majority of years I have in Oklahoma City, it's more personal than it was just as a fan base and from a fan standpoint. Because, I mean, you look like in the mid-'90s when the NFL was here that's when they were going through the expansion with Carolina and Jacksonville, and eventually we lost our chance to Indianapolis, and that's perfectly fine. But they got here, but there was no vision. There was nothing. Downtown was dead. There was nothing downtown. Fast forward to nearly 5, 6, 7 years down the road, the formation of the MAPS projects and the new ballpark and the Bricktown Canal, and then everything piece to piece to piece to piece to piece, of course, in 95 with the bombing and so on and so forth. And so from a just a resident in itself, this was meaningful. So it was. I mean, I feel great. It's still surreal. It doesn't feel like, because when you think of Oklahoma City, we're not thinking of NBA champions. Maybe a team that went to the Western Conference semifinals, or maybe a conference finals again, or whatever the case might be. But to sit here and say the Oklahoma City Thunder NBA champions, I mean, of course I'm ecstatic. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I just got done purchasing, my stuff, and so it's coming. But
as you should,
it is surreal. I'll be down there tomorrow with the fam, for the exception of my dad and mom. But down there with the fam, parading it. We're expecting 500,000 people is what we're expecting.
Wow.
And who knows? We may crack that million. Who knows? Don't know where anybody's going to park at, but we're going to be down there. But 500,000 people is
party bus.
Half a
Booze
million people
Cruise.
expecting. We may see horses. We may see tents. You never know down there.
Oh
But
boy.
no, jokes aside, no, dude, it's an amazing feeling. It's a you have OU, OSU, Oklahoma State for people that wondering what OU, OSU was. The Thunder combined, the Thunder, we all can join together. And I think last night was a state win. It was a city win. And, it's this, every store in this state, I'll put it this way, in metro area right now, completely packed, trying to get merch, because it's that meaningful to us right now. And so when I rank them with the favorite teams, the Devils, the Yankees, the Broncos, and now the Thunder, this would be number one, and it's going to be until the day I pass on. And so, just because it's more meaningful being literally in OKC, spending Game 7 with the fam, and witnessing history. However, on that note, we are going to repeat, just so you guys know. I got one question for you, Dan, but as a specific certain people I want to direct this to.
Oh boy.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this, guys?
Oh boy. No copyright sound?
No.
Thank God.
No. Seattle, are you mad?
Oh my God.
I just want to know, are they mad? I want to know what they're feeling.
Oh boy. When
how's Seattle holding up?
Oh, they're hard. They're Jesus. So Jackson Bevins, who has been on the show twice, is a Seahawks writer. He's a Seahawks writer, podcaster, the whole 9 yards. Great dude. Genuinely great guy. If you want to go reach out to him, he's a fantastic get for your show, Mike.
Nice.
He was pissed. He was pissed. And I don't blame him, though, because the Sonics were ripped from their city. I don't blame them for being pissed. This also screams, hey, Adam Silver, get the expansion thing going, because you have a rivalry right there, spoon-fed for you, on a silver platter between the Thunder and the Sonics, right there. It is right there. But we got to wait for it in a couple of years.
Yeah, no, I mean, I got nothing mad at Seattle. I know it was a business even from Clay Bennett's standpoint. I mean, it's obviously going to be one of the saltiest, but I still want to know if they're mad or not. But I mean, from the different side standpoint is no, Seattle absolutely deserves a franchise back.
Oh yeah, that's a basketball town, big time.
Oh, by far. Let's get Seattle Supersonics back. Let's retire Gary Payton's number 20. Oklahoma City won't do it because he never played a minute on the court with us. And respectfully, I accept that, and both sides do. And let's get Seattle. Can you imagine the Thunder going to? It won't be Key Arena, but whatever arena that they got going on up there.
Climate Pledge, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it'd be beautiful.
Same when they come down here for Paycom. So
be beautiful.
I mean,
be a gorgeous thing.
I'm for it, but no, I mean it's a great feeling. I've now seen all of my 4. I don't really care much for soccer, but the 4 major professional sports, I've seen them all win, and this one is the most sweetest, and it's going to be, and I'm going to enjoy this moment because this is it's an amazing feeling, and yeah, I just want to know Seattle's mad. That's all I want to know.
I just want the Islanders to win a Stanley Cup in my lifetime, and I will be happy. I don't care about anything else. I got my Super Bowl. I've seen 3 Super Bowl appearances in my lifetime. I've seen 1 championship, should be 2, but whatever. All I want before I die is an Islander Stanley Cup. That's all I want. If I see 1 in my lifetime, that's all I care about.